Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Vincelock. I'm Asana, joined by Bang, Vora, Timotino, and we're going to be talking about everything VCT and 100T related. Let's get into it. How's the vibes been with everyone so far? This is our first time meeting. Wait, Tim, what were you just doing actually?
I just came from a 10-hour flight. It was pretty interesting. I got to meet everyone. I got to look around the office. It was pretty fun.
You flew business?
No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. What do you think?
No business. And Jordan, you've been here for how long?
I've been here for like 4 days now. It's been pretty nice. I only really got out to going to Target and grocery shopping, but the office is great. It's looking nice around here, and yeah.
And this is me and Sean's first time meeting them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And Sean's
been chill.
Sean's been here for a while, so
yeah,
you know how these
parts before.
All right, and we've been on a team together for 2 months. So tell me how practice has been going, guys. I've not been there.
Okay. Practice has been pretty good. We played a fun hour. That was pretty good practice. We also did the Sen tournament, which went pretty good. We learned a bunch of stuff. We know what we need to work on, especially in this coming month. It's going to be really important right before kickoff. So we know what issues we need to work on, and yeah, it's been pretty fun.
Yeah. All right, we'll get more into those tournaments, but just in general, Jordan, how do you think practice has been?
I think I've been having a good time in practice. I think adjusting to the tier 1 system as a new IGL in general. It's been fun, and I think with the off-season tournaments and all that, we understand what we need to work on, especially for me, how I need to adjust my calling, how I need to do this with a new system, with new players, new teammates. I think with more time, I think I'm getting more comfortable, and I'm having a lot of fun. I think it's a great time.
Do you think there's a big jump from tier 2 to tier 1? Obviously it's just been scrims, but honestly,
I think for me, I don't think it's a huge jump. I think it's just more in depth. Tier 2 and tier 1, the jump isn't too high, but I feel like there's levels to that. There's more things that you need to take into account when playing against higher caliber players. They do more things differently. They have more strats. They have more firepower. You need to adjust in the way where it's you play against these higher level players. You need to also level up your game in that sense as well. So that's what I've been working on. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, makes sense. Scrims are the same even if you're on whatever team you were on before to now. Yeah. Matter of fact, it might be even worse in tier 1. You can't really play as many tier 1 teams. So yeah. And Sean, how do you think practice has been past 2 months?
Pretty good. I've been enjoying it a lot. I feel like I don't know. We have a pretty young team, so it's been fun to be able to
Our average age is really low. Sorry to cut you off.
I feel like our energy and honestly just joking around with each other has been super fun for me. Something that I've been playing the last 2 years with teams that are kind of older, I'd say. So it's kind of a new fresh thing for me. It's fun to be around these guys. Yeah,
no, true. Funny enough, our editor asked who's the funniest on the team. I don't know if we should ask this because I didn't want to just pick myself.
It's a tough question.
Yeah, it's a tough question. Yeah.
Tough question.
Who's the funniest on the team?
I'm biased. Probably, in my opinion, it's Tim.
Honestly, Tim was pretty funny yesterday.
Okay.
Tim's a funny guy.
Okay. We're not gonna mention that.
Don't listen.
No, we're not.
We're gonna cut that.
We're gonna say that after a couple more months.
Tim's definitely not voting for Peter.
The day after is diabolical.
No. I think Tim is the funniest and also the youngest. So it kind of
makes
fits.
Sense.
Yeah, if it's the bill, the youngest should be the funniest because he's got all the jokes, So that's good.
All the brain rot.
Okay, how is MBS and Doom Bros? Can we talk about the new approaches that they bring to the table? Yeah, you guys have worked with not Doom Bros, but MBS for the past
year.
Tim for 4 months, 5 months, and Jordan for a lot longer as a caller. So honestly, this is more a question towards you, Sean, because I feel and also you guys can talk about Doom Bros, but let's start with the head coach, MBS. How is he so far?
Honestly, I think every coach that I played with has their own thing that they focus on a lot, and I think NBS has a good balance of everything. I think he knows fundamentals. He's a good balance of fundamental strategy, micro and macro decision making, and all that stuff, and making sure that we're all on top of our game. And when it comes to all those things, I think some other coaches they're more focused on this. Some other coaches are focused on this. I'm not gonna say specific things, but it's just I think he's not tunnel visioned on any one thing. I think he's just pretty intelligent and knows everything about most things about all those different just categories of being a coach. I feel like that's what makes him really good, and that's why I enjoy working with him.
Yeah, I would +1 that. The only thing we haven't seen with him is anti-strat. We just haven't had any like actual officials where there is anti-strat like coming up. That's like really big. We've had like, you know, small stuff for the 2 off-season tournaments, but it's nothing like, you know what I mean? We're not prepping for a week going into it. So yeah, no, I +1. I think he's a lot more balanced, and he brings a level of discipline and strictness that I haven't had in the past like 2 to 3 years with my previous coaches. So I think that's like a new thing. Yeah, obviously you guys can comment on MBS overall. What do you guys think about him?
I mean, for me, NBS, like the main thing we focused on when I was in tier 2 and when I was on TSM is like the big mental part of the game. Like I was already like, I had pretty decent fundamentals coming to TSM, but he really like drilled me, especially on like things like how, like the way you approach the game mentally, and like the way you don't like put pressure on yourself, like in order to perform. He really like leveled up my game in that sense where, you know, like I was way more inconsistent before, and he helped me like drill a mentality that helped me perform. So like that's what I would say is like his biggest strength is like he'll understand what your issues are, and he'll just focus on that for everyone. And he, like we said, he has a pretty good balance of everything, so he's able to do that. And I think
that's good.
Yeah, to like add on to that a bit, like he knows what it takes to win. He's been on many different like he's won a champs. He's been on many like he's been in tier 1 for a long time in the EU, so he like understands what like breaks players in a sense. And I think the mental part is like he knows that us as new players, like young and like hungry, like what will break us. And I like how he brings that level of like balance in terms of like our mental and like taking scrims seriously and actually showing up and trying our hardest to like get better, because like the mental factor of the game is really important. And if you don't have that clicked down, like you kind of become like complacent in that sense. So it's good to have a coach like that who's always like elevating you and not letting you get to that complacent area where like you're always going to improve. He always has something for you. There's always something to learn, and it's like staying grounded in a sense, and he's just always going to be there to lift you up. It's really nice.
Yeah, no, I agree. And also one thing that stuck with me when we like first met him in, you know, joining the team was like he talked about how, you know, one of his other goals is making sure we're good human beings. So I think that's also another small thing to add. Obviously he's good in game and out of game. So yeah, going into Doom Bros now. Everyone's here first time. We met him like 2 months ago, not in person, unfortunately, but that's gonna be soon though. And yeah, what do you guys think about Doom Bros?
Yeah,
another Masters winning coaches, by the way. Our coaching staff is pretty stacked. Sorry,
we got some winners on the coaching
staff. Our coaching staff has won more than us guys. Maybe they should be playing.
Yeah, I think Eric or Doom Bros is like I never worked with an assistant coach on TSM, so we never really had that. We had Link for a little bit, but as like an actual like in a tier 1 system, like having him be like kind of like the support system of NBS in the sense where he works with you one-on-one. He kind of narrows things down like into like a specific category where like he like hyper fixates on one specific part for you on that day. And I feel like it's really important to have something like that where it's like you have the macro, let's say like the head coach doing like the main stuff, talking like being that guy for you, but having like an assistant coach that kind of picks up the areas that he notices are like work like need improvement on is really important to have. And like for someone like me, he has helped me in so much like in my calling and like leading in general. I think like having that someone like makes it easier on our head coach and also brings me up as well. So I think having him on the team has been really good so far for me, at least for sure.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because I see them a little bit as like good cop, bad cop.
I was going to say the
where, like,
same thing.
NBS is like super strict, you know, he'll tell you to do your things, be really on time, everything. And then Eric's like the nicest guy ever. He'll like help you with everything you want. He's like super, super nice. And like, it's kind of funny because they work really well together. You know, they complement each other. And so like, that's why I think they're like really good together.
Yeah. I was going to say the same exact thing. So you stole my line. I can't lie. I'm going to have to +1 that. And Sean, do you have anything?
Yeah, no, you pretty much covered everything. I think it's just the funny thing about him, I feel like, is I think his sense of humor is pretty funny to me.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's a lot like him, but like I didn't expect him. Like he just kind of gets you good. He makes you think that he has no idea what he's talking about, but he's just like,
it's like boomer humor in a sense. He's like,
no, it's crazy. It's funny though.
That is true. Yeah. All right. Bang is back. How does it feel to be back home, Sean?
That feels wonderful. I love being back home. This is my home. I don't know why I left in the first place. I'm sorry.
A little double agent mission. Don't worry. It's just 1 year. Everyone misses you. How excited are you for the 2026 season now that you're back home, where you belong, where you grew up? You know, it's like a childhood home. How do you feel?
I feel just wow, it just honestly just feels it feels like normal again.
Nostalgia?
Yeah, it feels nostalgia.
Yeah,
crazy.
it's like
I remember all the stories flood back, all the like the
it's like Ratatouille, you know, when he takes the bite.
bite of the cheese.
Yeah, but he's older. No, not the cheese. I'm talking about like the reviewer. You know, when he like takes a bite and then he gets like the that's you right now.
The critic.
Yeah,
he's
the
taking
critic.
a bite and I'm just back home, childhood memories. Yeah, it is a lot like that. Like as soon as I got the Elsa's, it was just like that.
That's good.
Anyway, smoothie truck news. Don't worry about it. Anyway,
you excited for this year?
Yeah, I am. I think, like I said, it's super exciting playing with this new roster. We have a like young roster. I already said this before, but I feel like the potential is just through the roof with our team. So I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to be playing with just these individuals. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll win, make internationals, and then win those. So it'll be great.
Hopefully.
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 How do you guys feel about Cryo's role change to Sentinel going into next year? Does anyone really want to answer this? It's kind of hard, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly you two because you guys played with them before.
Yeah.
When he was on Duelist.
I think it's just when you have someone like Cryo, like Matt is just such a talented player already. Like I'm not gonna lie, you could put him on an agent that has no abilities. You can put a CS player, and just take him put him into the game, no smokes, nothing, and just no abilities, and he'll farm. He really is just one of the most talented players I've ever played with. So I mean, he proved that whenever we basically had him swap roles in 2023. And into 2024, flexing onto controller and playing like different roles because of like
played
the
Gecko as well. Remember that?
Gecko, controller. He played a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, he never disappoints. Like it's just how he is. He really is just one of those kind of players. So.
He is definitely like a rock aim wise. Like I feel like if you ever need someone on that day to like shoot the enemy, he'll always be shooting. And then especially with Sentinel being like one of the few roles where they have like Chamber and Veto where you can op, it like is really good.
Yeah,
Matt's like one of the best oppers in the world, and having him to even have the option to buy that gun is like you kind of want to have him on a role like that. And Sentinel is one of the only roles where you can get away with buying like an op, especially with the like even on Killjoy, like Boostio, he used to op on Killjoy, and it's like you don't really need to do anything util wise after you place your shit down, and it's down and you're chilling. So it should be really good for him, and I think overall just excited to see how it goes, especially with Chamber being really strong. I think everyone on the team, when Matt locks Chamber, is just like insane confidence. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's like a morale boost. Yeah. So this guy legit went like what 20-0.
Yeah.
Pearl.
Yeah. 2 aces.
2 aces in 5 rounds. So I mean, when you have a player like that, it definitely makes the game easier. So it should make this year entertaining and fun. Next question to Tim and Vora. How does it feel to be in tier 1? I know we kind of hinted at it throughout.
I mean, for me, it feels like a dream come true. I've been playing this game since I was like 13, 14 years old, grinding ranked, and I watched like players, playing tier 1, win tournaments, and I've always wanted to do that. So like it feels like incredible to like come here and then like play the game to the highest level. Like my goal is to be the best. So I mean, it just feels incredible.
And in order to be the best, who do you have to beat?
Everyone.
There's
no.
So how do you feel going up against like Aspas, Zekken, Oxy? You are in the duelist role. That is one of the hardest roles in the region, and you made it in from tier 2 NA. So like, how do you feel going up against like them?
I mean, the way I see it is, in order to compete with these people that are like the best of the best, you can't think of names. Like you can't put like admiration and like faces on these people because you can't win that confidence game. Like
you're already losing if you like do that.
100%. Yeah. It's like, especially duelist, it's like a very confidence heavy role where you need to like believe in yourself and just take your fights. I don't think I can like afford to like think about these players as like super good. I just like those are humans and they can be beat, and so like that's the way I see it.
Well, for me, I think like I'm like just in general like extremely grateful like to get this far. I think going tier 1 is like not something that everyone can just do, and so I'm gonna make the most of it. Of course, like I've been playing this game since beta, so I was like 16. Now I'm like 21, so. I think like throughout the years, of course, I've been watching other people play like tier 1 and stuff, and like finally being in this position, like I'm obviously super grateful, and I'm gonna make the most out of it. And yeah.
No, I mean I agree. I think everyone has the same feeling, honestly. Going into tier 1, is there anything you guys are like especially excited about, like internationals, content, media days?
For me,
the
it's
fans,
just the stage.
The stage.
I got to taste it at Ascension. We played on stage. It wasn't the biggest crowd, but I mean, it was like really, really fun to play on stage and like in front of people. And like I'm really looking forward to like doing that again and doing that consistently.
Yeah, week in, week out.
Yeah,
yeah. The stage is pretty like insane to play on. Like you can feel the room, like especially when you do something cool, like the crowd. Like when I was playing against like a Brazilian team, like you can feel like the energy. And I feel like playing like at home, let's say like with an actual crowd, like in the Riot Games studio, like we're gonna feel that again. And even in internationals, it's gonna be exciting. So the stage is gonna be great.
Yeah, no, I mean one of the coolest stages I played in was the Mercedes-Benz Arena. You were there, Sean. Yeah, I think that stage was insane, especially with like there's like basically 100, like I feel like 50,000 plus people or like 20,000. I don't even know.
What event
I
was
don't
that?
remember, but
What Shanghai Masters.
Shanghai.
If you made top 4, you went to this special like arena.
Oh
for,
my god, yeah.
that was
so-
one of our biggest motivations to get out.
Yeah.
We were like, on the
we
losers
just wanted to make
bracket.
top 4 just to go to that
Can we go to the
arena.
Mercedes-Benz arena, please.
But I'm more of a Lexus arena kind of guy, though. I will say.
Agree. Lexus definitely clears. But.
Do you think there's been any big difference between team environments from your team at TSM and being here at 100 Thieves?
I mean, honestly, not that much. Like, there is a difference in, like, there's a higher
player quality.
quality.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
No, I'll say it for you.
No, but like, to me, like, the game that you play in tier 2 or tier 1 is quite literally the exact same. The only difference is like you get in tier 1, you have people who are like often like more motivated to play and like because you play on the biggest stage, and I feel like, but like in terms of raw in-game like difference, there's not that much. It's more like out of game stuff that are different. So yeah,
it's supposed to like out of game stuff, like especially like me and like calling and leading, all that stuff. Like it's more like you have to find a way to like level yourself up. Like you can't play the same in like tier 1 than you were playing in tier 2. You have to find a way to elevate yourself to new heights, or you're gonna stagnate, right? So I think like the biggest environment difference for me mostly has been like me putting in more effort than ever before into improvement, because like otherwise, well, if I'm the same player as I was in tier 2, I'm not gonna get anywhere, right? So I've been just trying my best to find new ways to elevate myself, and I think the team environment's been helping in that way. Like it's more serious, it's always been serious, but like it's like into another extreme. Like we're in tier 1 now rather than tier 2. Like the stakes are much higher, and there's much more to get done, much more like to experience. So I think that's been the biggest difference for me.
Yeah, and also it's like if everyone's taking it serious, I feel like it also like amplifies it more. Like it's kind of like a cycle where like if the entire team's taking it serious, then it gets even more serious as like you keep going down, you know. And I feel like in tier 2, that's like the hardest thing to find, honestly, which is why it's good to have a coach in tier 2, like super early on, because a lot of people just like half-ass it, and I don't know. Either way, for Vora, I know you started IGLing once you played under MBS at TSM. How's that experience been, and how will it carry over to 100 Thieves? I mean, you've been talking about it a little bit here and there about your IGLing. And
so being coached under NBS and leading has been great. I think he's done this before. He's very like experienced in this kind of like category where it's like he brings up new IGLs and then like shows them the way. So it's nothing new for him, but obviously new for me. And the transition for me has been like really smooth. He saw my potential. He knows I like to mid-round, like to be vocal with my ideas, and just allowing me to like platform myself into like pre-rounding and being more like communicative about my ideas and my vision for the game has been pretty seamless for me. Like he really believes in me, and it really gives me the confidence to be myself in terms of like calling and all that. It's like gives me that sort of confidence. So having that trust with him and helping me, him help me every day for like the past year, you know, I've been getting better and like bring it to 100 Thieves. Like I only have so much more to work on. He has so much more to give to me. So it's been just a great environment so far.
I mean, you haven't even been calling for like a year, so you know, it's like they've been like 10 months. So if you've been improving at the rate for 10 months, we're about to be insane in a couple. And at the end of the year, we're gonna be winning champs. Put it that way. Now this one will be for I think everyone here, honestly. Even though, all right, well, I got you. Don't worry. All right, this question will be for everyone. How do you guys feel about the kickoff format? First time being triple elimination, so it means more games. Good or bad from the pro player perspective?
In terms of the format, like triple elim, I think it's like the best possible thing that could happen because coming from tier 2 to tier 1, we need to get acclimated to the new like systems and like get as many reps as possible into getting, you know, situated into this type of, you know, just tier 1 in general. So I think having more games played minimum and having more games in general is just gonna help us improve and just help us get us, you know, situated.
No, I agree. I think like the first game, I mean, you're gonna be wearing the in-ears headset first time stage, and then second time, I mean, it'll feel a little bit better, but you'll still need the reps. So having the third game as well is just even better.
I feel like as a tier 2 player, the scariest thing ever is like if you go into tier 1 and then you play like 2 games and like something happens out of game and then boom, like it's over.
And you got way more months.
Yeah,
and
you have to wait. But like having a format like this, where like you get to play so many games and like in a short period of time, I think is really good to like develop, especially because this year we have a bunch of new rookies, right? So I think it's the perfect format at the perfect time to like develop and like help these new rookies like get better.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think every pro player will prefer more, I guess, lives in a tournament or more games and anything like that.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I
you
completely
agree.
agree, bro. I prefer having more lives than less lives.
He's like a 9 lives kind of guy. He's
I don't
a cat.
like, I don't want to.
You love cats though, so you like 9 lives?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry, I have to ask this, Jordan. We've never seen you and Boostio in the same room. Care to explain?
Well, I mean, I'm just a tier 2 version of him, and I guess I stepped up.
Okay, that's a good answer. I like that actually. I thought I don't even know what you could have answered honestly.
I am Boostio.
I am Boostio.
We gave you a hard question and didn't even prep you, and honestly, you delivered. Don't worry. All right, let's talk about the off-season tournaments now. How are they? Fun Haver tournament. It's the first tournament we played together. We haven't done a bracket style in a while. Like as tier 1 pro players, we just do week, and then we haven't played like how many BO3s did we play?
The max I played in one day was 2. Did we play 3 BO3s in one day for one of our?
We played.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I haven't done that in probably my entire career. I think it was the first time I've ever done that. Maybe like back in like 2021 or 2022.
Open qualifiers. I think we did it, but it's been a while.
But it was fun. It was fun to honestly go back to that and experience that again. It was kind of like playing online, something that I haven't done in ages. Like other than obviously just playing like ranked, right? Playing an actual tournament online was pretty fun. Yeah, I did it like maybe once, and it was a pug tournament. But yeah, it's kind of fun. It's nostalgic.
Yeah, I agree with Sean. What about you guys?
I mean, me and Jordan, like we're pretty used to those type of tournaments. Like online where you play like 3 BO3s, 4 BO3s in the same day. It's like we're pretty used to doing that. I mean, the Fun Haver obviously is like lower quality. It's like tier 3.
I mean, we almost lost multiple maps. But we didn't. Yeah,
so
it's not that low quality.
There's no such thing as like almost. I feel like you win the map or you don't. That's it.
Okay, amen. Socrates on my team.
But yeah, I mean, those tournaments are always fun. You play them to practice. It's not like the end of the world if you lose them. Like even like losing some maps. Like we would choose maps just to practice. So like to me, like it doesn't matter that much if you were to lose or win. Yeah. I just see it as like pure practice, but like with with like the in-game nerves,
Yeah, because you're worried about how everyone's watching. It's not like,
Yeah, like something to lose. Like I feel like
we have nothing to win really, honestly.
Yeah, it's just
we just have things to lose, and that's kind of like what they want to emulate.
The Fun Havers in general, I feel like is just like coach's way of getting us to like shake off the nerves a little bit, get us more like situated with each other and like understand each other more. I feel like when you have something to lose, obviously, like if we lost like say a series in Fun Haver, like it's like it's like you feel the pressure, but like in a sense, or like when you have something subconsciously in the back of your mind that you can lose, it gets everyone to like put in way more extra effort, especially like the first time we do it. Like if you have to play 3 BO3s the first time with each other, like it's like we're put on the spot basically. Yeah. Put on the spot to like understand each other and like try to win with each other. And this is a coach trying to get with us, and I think it laid a lot of good for us, and we got a lot of information about what we need to work on for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree, and luckily we ended up winning it, so we didn't get embarrassed.
Thankfully.
And going into the next off-season tournament, I think like a week after, or like roughly a week and a half or 2 weeks maybe, we played the Sun City Classic. So how did it feel? I guess, how long were we a team before we played that tournament?
Like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. So like, we had around like 15 days of practice, like total, because days off, whatever. How did it feel like going into that tournament?
I mean, it felt good, like experiencing for the first time, like playing these tier 1 teams. Like I'm used to playing them in scrims, like all the time. When you're in tier 2, like you play these tier 1 teams all the time. But then it's completely different when you actually like get in the server and then you play a match. Play Bureau 3 against like Furia, all those teams. Like it's like way different from scrims. So like it was pretty interesting to like to learn from, soak up all that information, the way these people play, like the difference between the way these people play in scrims and in matches,
Yeah.
I feel like playing that, like going from Fun Haver to the Sen City, like playing these teams, these caliber level of teams, like playing as Furia and like SRB. I remember like the first matches we played was very like we went to map 3s, I remember, and like I think getting all those reps, like I could feel us like getting more and more like used to each other. Like the pressure like sort of gets on, and everyone starts like communicating way more, and we understand each other way more. And I feel like they do play different in practice compared to like matches, and like you can see that and like understanding that in like the match. It's just, it was really fun to experience for sure.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing for me for like fun ever, and same like playing online matches is like something that I was just trying to get used to, and it was
yeah, I agree.
It was funny because we were like playing like two of us are in, me and Matt are in what is it, Cali, and then like everyone else was in at home.
Yeah.
So it was like we were playing on Texas, and you're like we gotta play Illy, gotta play Illy.
50
here.
ping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty funny, but I mean it was a fun experience. It was nice to play against the teams that we did, and it felt like more like rewarding when we got rounds, and we were like, I don't know, I felt like I gained confidence in us as a team, especially like I know we didn't play extremely well, but I still gained confidence in us as a team, and I kind of pinned down like some of the issues we had, so it was pretty informational.
Yeah, I think overall the first two BO3s, like I felt like we were improving, like Jordan said, day in day out, and then I think the first Sen match, honestly, it felt like not a wake up call, but honestly, playing online, not next to anyone, and the ball just like instantly does not roll our way. Definitely learned something, honestly. There's a takeaway there.
For sure.
And then we bounce back the next day and have an actual like competitive series. So, obviously we wish we would have won a map or something, but I think overall we felt really confident, knowing the level and trajectory that we were going was upwards, and that, as time would go on, we would just be better and better. At least that was me. And my takeaway. And like, obviously, coach has got a different takeaway after all those games. We'll have to ask him later. This is we talked about this a little bit when we were talking about Matt's Sentinel, but he went 21-0 versus Fury on Pearl. We kind of hyped him up already, but we can glaze him a little bit more. I mean, fuck it.
Free glaze from Matt.
Free glaze. He's not even here, by the way. He's probably sneezing. But yeah, no. I mean,
remember last time I went 21-0 in a ranked game.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done
that either. So in a match, it's pretty crazy.
But like, if you ever start a game like that, I mean, there's like so much momentum coming from one player. It's just like you're sitting there, you have 3 kills. Matt has more kills than everyone in the server combined, and you're just like, okay, I'm down to win.
This is nice. I fuck with this.
Yeah, I like this.
I do like that. I do like it.
Just pressing tab and seeing 21 when you have like 1 kill.
Yeah.
It's like,
I got my first kill, guys. Now it's 21. Like,
yeah.
No, yeah, it was good. It was good. All right. But yeah, overall, that was a Sun City Classic.
So how was the Spotlight Series tournament for you and Matt?
Yeah, we went to Monterrey, Mexico. It was, honestly, the event was pretty good. There was a little bit of pack loss and tech issues, but I'll be honest, I think everyone was just kind of enjoying the moment. It wasn't like people weren't really pausing for the tech issues. That sounds crazy to say, but it was just like no one really cared. That we were just like, there to enjoy it. And it was nice to see everyone. And, honestly, I only met like some of the NV guys. I didn't really meet Poppin. I met Exter, and then meeting all the Game Changer players, and then meeting the tier 2 NA players was also just nice. Like I'm just like getting off my flight and I see Infiltrator, so it's like it was cool. And yeah, no, just a nice event and nice little vacation in Mexico.
Yeah. I did hear you got sick though.
I didn't want to bring that up, but yes, I did get sick. It's very unfortunate. So the last 3 days I couldn't do anything.
That sucks.
Yeah, so it kind of ruined the trip, honestly, for me. But it was a good event, and I would go back.
Cool.
Yeah, the hotel was in a really nice spot. The venue was, I mean, this is what it could have been. It was good. It was nice seeing like how do I explain this? You know how the observers and like all that like equipment and stuff, they had a glass window that let you peek into it all. And I just thought that was really cool, seeing all the observers, the tech guys all working, and then they had like there's like 80 million screens. I don't know, just was sick. So yeah, me and Matt enjoyed it. Matt had a good time. I had a good time, and wish I could have drank more alcohol. Honestly, I couldn't drink any because I was sick. But yeah, all right. What teams in VCT Americas look good this year? Now we're getting to the juicy questions. I don't want to see anyone being humble. Any honest opinions?
What teams look good?
Yeah.
Look good.
You're talking about on paper or like what we've played against?
I think
well, you can talk in paper, what you know, what you don't know.
What team do you guys think is going to be dangerous? It's going to be the hardest to play against.
I mean,
I think Lev, and then I think G2.
Okay.
I'm going to agree with that. Yeah, Lev is looking wow.
That's
If anyone
really
beats Lev,
good.
they're very impressive.
We have Josh, and I do think Lev is really good, but and then I think G2's also. Actually, I said I'll double down. I think they're good.
Yeah, no, but and also, oh sorry, you can go.
Right. I mean, there's like really obvious answers. And like NRG, for example, they just won champs.
Okay.
And they.
How about this? Sorry, give me one obvious and then one like sleeper. Honestly, I'm just kind of curious what you guys think. Like,
I mean,
You said NRG.
NRG's the obvious one. Obviously, like they won champs. And a sleeper one would be like I think EG. I think EG with their young players could actually like pull off like a good run. That's like
okay. I mean, I didn't expect EG.
sleeper.
I didn't expect EG at all. I'm gonna be honest. I did not rate those guys too highly, but
I do feel like they always the team just always finds a way to make some kind of run.
Yeah.
No matter what the roster is, like they'll go through a streak of like 3 or 4 BO3 wins. And it's like good upsets at least. Like I feel like they go through like maybe like 4 or 5 upsets a year, which is like a it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I do think they can upset, but I don't know about like a run for kickoff at least. Maybe later on.
You heard it here first. Austin does not think that they can go on a run.
Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry, Bao. I did not mean that. I think Bao's the best player in the world and he'll win everything.
Okay.
Hot take.
We don't have to lie now.
Okay. Jordan?
Well, I think like I think NRG is very obvious, but I think the domestic, Monsters, G2, I think that's an obvious strong pick, and they're probably going to do really good this year again. So, and then I guess a sleeper pick, maybe, I don't know, I just have a funny feeling that Loud is probably going to do good this year, or just like better.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That's a good one.
That's a good shot because stage 1 last year, I think they were like
really
they lost.
close.
They lost every game, but it was super close. Like map 3, 12-14, 11-13, and even our series when we beat them in stage 2, it's like I think we won like 14-12. So it's like,
Yeah. I'm just gonna give them my sleeper pick. Tim says EG. I think EG will probably do something. I'm gonna say Loud. I feel like no one's looking Loud's direction. Maybe Loud will do something.
I actually like that pick a lot. I think they could really do good.
Yeah.
For me, it's obvious the classic G2. I honestly think I rate G2 decently, like a lot higher than NRG, to be honest, because they dominate them every time they play them, to be honest. I think they only got 1 map. They played them like 3 times last year. That they got, well, including like the offseason event. I'm thinking this year is what I mean. They kind of like only got 1 map, I think, even with Baby Bay because Leaf was out. But in general, I just think that they like regionally are going to be like the team to beat, just regionally. Like internationally, we'll see. But I do think that they will still be as dominant or like close to as dominant as they were.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I think my sleeper team is actually Lev. I do think Lev has a really good roster, and I think they have. I just think they have the firepower. I think you can't really go too wrong with players like King and Sato. I think they're really good players in their role. And it's going to be interesting to see them play with their new roster this year. I know that they have like issues with their 5th or something like that, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah.
No, I agree. I said Lev and G2 jokingly, but I also I believe it as well. I think Lev is insane, and if once Neon can start playing, they're going to be good. And they have Spike, and they have Sato, they have King.
Is Neon underage? Is that why?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's 17. He turns 18. I was like looking up, I think January 28th.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like in the middle of the kickoff. If they I don't know how quick the games will be played. Like, can you be eliminated before that? But they'll be.
I feel like with the new format, it has to be like he's.
Yeah, I think he can make it.
Gonna play.
I think he can make it to like maybe like the 3rd game, like the last elimination if they're there. But I think they have a good fill coming in. So I +1 everything everyone said. All right, going into roster changes a little bit. G2 dropped Jonah and picked up Baby Bay to start the year. What do you guys think about that?
That's crazy, in my opinion. Like
crazy.
I thought Jonah P was like one of the best players in his role. To like have somebody like that dropped was really like a shock, I think. I mean, Baby did play like very good when he subbed. So like I don't hate the change that much. I just feel like it was like a little bit shocking where I didn't expect it.
Yeah, I don't think like anyone really expected it, especially like because like we watched Baby play, but filled in for like a Sentinel where you drop your flex player and pick up another Sentinel, and now like Leaf is playing flex now, so it's like you're kind of taking like a gamble sort of and hoping that this works and elevates you, and if it doesn't, it'll really I feel like it'll bite back harder than they expect. So it's cool to see like teams gambling on success like that, but like is it worth the trade off is what I'm thinking. So
yeah. I have to second that because I feel like I completely agree there. They kind of replaced their flex player with a Sentinel player. When Baby Bay joined the team in the beginning, he had to replace Leaf, and he was just playing Sentinel roles. But Jonah P during stage 2, when he was swapping to the other like Sentinel, because the meta was leaning less towards like Breach and KO, and it was more towards like double Sentinel and like double controller, like that kind of stuff. When he was playing Vise and Viper and all that kind of roles, he was playing really good, to be honest, in my opinion. And I think people were kind of. I think his expectations and like just I guess his fragging wasn't as great when he was playing the flex role, but it's just honestly one of the hardest roles in the game to play.
Yeah, it is very hard.
I think anyone who gets even got positive KD is just honestly just Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I agree. Especially if their name's Austin.
Especially if it starts with an A, that really makes it harder.
Don't be self-glazed.
But yeah, I don't think it's troll because I do think Baby Bay is good, but I think it'll be interesting to see. That's the best thing I'll say.
No, yeah, I think everyone's intrigued, and also I'm curious about his side of the story.
Yeah,
I can't lie. He did like leave us a little like tease, like cliffhanger. Like I'm waiting for the season 2. You know what I mean? Of what his story is on everything. Honestly, I don't even think the G2 guys really said much about how like it went down and stuff. So hopefully we find out more throughout the year. I can't lie. If the fans don't know, that's fine. But I'm also curious because I don't even know like exactly how it went down and what happened. So. Yeah, definitely be interesting, and hopefully G2's worse because of it. No, I'll be honest. All right, Envy, they're the team that made it to Ascension. Sorry, Jordan and Tim.
They got us good.
Yep.
How do you guys think they will perform without Kane and Ion? I mean, you can be honest. Don't worry.
Okay,
we're on a podcast.
I think Kane and Ion were definitely their two like biggest like fragger and fire in terms of firepower. Like in tier 2, there's no one that would like that close to them. They were like actually like insane. But I do feel like their roster is pretty flexible. Like Poppin, I feel like he's a very good at GL and can make like any roster work. Extra is like super selfless. Obviously he only plays one role, but like it fits within Poppin's system. So I don't feel like that's gonna be an issue. And I feel like whoever they're gonna get, like they're gonna make it work.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's rumored they're getting Kesnet and Rossi.
Yeah.
So I mean, Kesnet is like, I'll be honest, Kesnet fits like Kaon, Ion, like the bill for firepower. Rossi, I think, has a little bit less firepower, but he is like, for a support player or like a flex, he is also pretty like mechanically good. So, I mean, they did honestly pick up like the two best, I don't know what options they had, obviously, but they did pick up some of the best mechanical players to fill their two mechanical roles. What do you think, Jordan?
I'm just more like curious to see like how their system, like it's like how me and Tim are transitioning to tier 1, like how well they transition to tier 1 as well, especially without Kane and Ion, who in tier 2 were like very like impactful in terms of like how they win rounds, how the rounds play out. Like I feel like their presence in the server is like was dictating how the game would be playing out as well. So playing without those two players, I haven't really kept in the loop with how they did in the offseason and stuff, but replacing those two players and also transitioning their system with their core from tier 2 to tier 1, they have to like juggle like multiple things to be successful, and I'm curious to see how it pans out for them.
For Vora and Tim, is there a 100T versus Envy rivalry? Don't worry, we'll get our get back. Sorry, I get it. That was in the don't worry, we'll get our get back.
We'll get our get back.
Yeah, that aura. Sorry, well, we'll get them back.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
what do you guys think?
Honestly, like I feel like without Kane and Ion, their system is like kind of forced to change a little bit. So like, even if we played these guys a bunch in tier 2, I don't think there's gonna be that much of a rivalry. I'm more interested in the rivalry between 100 Thieves and Sen, and how that's gonna pan out in the future. That's like what I'm looking at more than Envy.
Yeah, some people would say there's no rivalry there.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't say that, Peter. Lock in.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to playing Sen much more than Envy in the future, because like
because Envy's so bad.
Is us two, and then like Envy also like their team is also just like cut in half again as well. So it's like there's not really much of a rivalry anymore as much as it was like in tier 2 for us. So it'll be exciting to play them again, but I think I'm looking forward to definitely playing Sen again compared to Envy. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we did get a taste of the Sen versus 100T in the offseason.
Yeah, absolutely.
It wasn't that great, but
which one?
Chill,
you were on both ends.
Yeah,
you've done the whooping and getting whooped.
I've been on the whooping and on the whooping side and the whoop side.
All right. Well, funny enough, you guys led perfectly to the next question. How do we feel about the Sentinels roster this year? Do you guys actually name me all the rosters? Name me a player
On Sentinels?
Yeah.
Cortezia?
Q.
Redux.
All right, good job. That's all. I just want to see if you guys forget.
host.
Actually, like trick question.
Name me a player.
I know. I made you guys nervous. You guys. You blanked.
I was shaking my pants when you said.
We had to take a second.
I'm surprised you guys. I thought you guys would like honestly name like John Cutie or narrate, but you guys actually avoided the two most popular ones. I can't lie. No one. You guys, right.
I was named IGL. I mean, that's all I remember fully.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. Honestly. All right.
We picked tier 2 players.
How do you guys feel about Sen?
I mean, I feel like they're they're bound to be good. Obviously, like they have a great coaching staff. That's a great question for you, Sean.
Yeah.
To answer. But for
Seems
me,
like,
they picked up really great tier 2 talents. So they're, in my opinion, they're gonna do great no matter what. But I feel like it's pretty interesting. Like the fact that Alzekin, I feel like he was like definitely.
Yeah, no, I was surprised, honestly.
I thought they could never happen. Like a player like Zekin, one of the best in his role in the world. Like I feel like you'd never like let that guy go. So I feel like I was surprised. But the people they picked up, I feel like can definitely like fill his role and do good.
You might need a couple people filling those shoes. I can't lie.
Yeah.
It's not just one guy that's going to be filling those. Honestly, Redux has been playing like really good, honestly. Like you could, like obviously not like Zekin level, but like slightly below it, I'm going to be honest. So if he keeps it up, honestly, maybe he could fill it, but I think it's pretty tough shoes. Sean?
I was gonna say like just going to offseason for them in general, like a big question mark. I feel like losing Zekin and then filling up with like tier 2 shoes is like kind of another gamble to take as well for like their org. But I think like Sentinels as an organization like probably trust their coaching staff a lot to do that. Like you pick up players like Cryo and Redux from tier 2, and then you lose someone like Zekin. It's like you go into the offseason like kind of like an unknown. Like on paper, it looks like their team got much worse, but like playing these matches and like playing against them as well, like they do fight back. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see.
They can
fight
shoot,
back
guys.
is like an understatement. Let's just say that.
They do fire. Like they do shoot. So I mean, it like on paper it looks worse, but in reality, like playing against it, it does not feel like that. Honestly,
I feel like it's pretty interesting the way they made their team with like 2 IGLs. They have Cryo and John QT. I feel like that's pretty interesting. I don't know how like those roles are gonna work out.
And Jordan like kind of from what it seemed like leaving last second or like
he was unsure.
Unsure, and then going to C9. Yeah, I mean the roster construction of the roster was definitely odd in my opinion. But it definitely worked out, in the offseason. And hopefully it works out for them. Actually, hopefully it doesn't work out for them next year. What am I saying?
Yeah, true. I think to be honest, you can't really go wrong with that coaching staff. I think they have a really strong coaching staff. W coaching staff glaze here, but I will say that they are really good. And I think the team, it is pretty interesting the way they've constructed it. Obviously losing people like a player like Zekin is a big loss to have.
Player like Sean, player like Bang.
Player like Bang. What is it? So it's gonna be interesting to see them play with not having John QT leading. I think he was he's been leading them for like 2 years, and I honestly had a lot of respect for him, and I feel like he's one of the best players on the team throughout the year last year. So I think not being on the leading role, like IGLing role, is going to be interesting to see. I'm curious to see more about how like Cryo can deliver in that like position. But I think it is going to be probably like a similar system as like kind of what Zelsis had this year with John, where it was just like them two were probably the most vocal and kind of just letting like it's just like a 1 and 2 kind of like leadership where it's like John will try to pick up the slack that Q's leaving behind if there is any, and we'll see how that goes and see how they mesh together. But it's gonna be interesting to see. I think the tier 2 pickups are definitely like just Redux is gonna be. I mean, he's got big shoes to fill, like we've all said already. So I think he's been playing pretty well so far. So it'll be interesting to see how that team plays it this year.
And I think the only player we haven't really brought up too much is Narrate doing a role swap.
Oh yeah.
We're just a role switch. I mean, I think he's played Duelist, obviously in tier 2 on Mad Lions. And then in order to get a tier 1 opportunity, he went to Carmine Corp, not playing like too much Duelist, but still a little bit. And then obviously went back to Sen, didn't play too much Duelist here and there, but yeah. And then now he's doing main Duelist. So that's going to be interesting because we're talking about Zekin and we're bringing it on to Redux for some reason when technically it would be more Narrate the more I think about it. So it's going to be either way interesting. I think Narrate right now has a lot more to show. I'll just wear it like that. I think he has games where he like pops off, like against us. And then there's games where he's definitely a lot more quiet when he could be a lot more of a nuance, a lot more of a force. Nuisance. That's the word I was looking for. Sean, you're my word guy. You know that? Sean, you're good with words. But yeah, I think.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I agree. So just wanted to add a little bit on him just in case, All right, next roster. MIBR. What do you guys think about that roster?
I mean, that's
is that the super team of the year?
Yeah, that is the super team.
Not NRG, them.
I feel like. I mean,
yeah, I'm actually cute. Loki, I'm gonna ask a question off rip.
Okay.
What do you compare? Like, you have to list MIBR, G2, NRG. Give me the rating of that team of like those three.
Oh, your
Okay,
top three.
that's great. Okay, wait.
Oh, wow, we're dropping the bomb onto Tim.
I do. It does seem like you're about to go like, okay, it might be our super team. They're on the same level as those two. Is that what you think?
I feel like
No.
I feel like having both Aspas and Zekin makes you automatically like quote unquote a super team that's like above teams that don't have like two insane superstars. But like thinking about it, obviously like raw firepower is not the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
So like
Well, yeah, we're talking about firepower, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as we start thinking about like how they work together, chemistry, map
yeah.
pool, agents. I think we're just talking about like the people.
Yeah.
Like if you see,
I mean,
yeah,
you have Aspas, who's been like, considered the best duelist for I don't know how many years, and Zekin, who's recently been as well like up there. Like you have these two people to come together. Like it's just
it's a super team.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and energy.
I mean, energy.
We can't have 3 super teams in
Yeah, you
America.
can't
Like,
have
that's
3.
just how are we gonna make any
We're
internationals?
we're also a super team,
yeah,
right?
yeah, and 100 Thieves, so there's 4. And then someone's gonna.
Everyone's a super team. It's fine.
Most competitive year ever.
I don't think energy is classified as a super team because they came with a bunch of like rookies.
I see. Okay, no, I mean, I think
Like, you need to like perform in
a different team, and then you a different team, and then you come together.
not necessarily. I'm just
Okay,
saying
never
like
mind.
you need to play like for at least like win a bunch of events for like a year plus before like you can be like considered like a super team. You know what I mean?
It's also like never know how like teams like that pan out after you win something. Like I remember like a statistics I saw like every team that won champs like they don't win the next year either.
Well, they don't stay together.
They don't stay
Like,
together.
they don't stay together.
The
Or, like,
statistic is
win.
they
So
don't.
it's
They don't even stay
you gotta
together.
just
But they lost songs. So like,
it's good to see, but you also have to think about like how it'll look for the next year as well. Like, will they stay that dominant, consistent? Like, or will I don't want to say a fluke, but you need to understand like
No.
sometimes
Yeah.
like when everything falls into place perfectly, it doesn't
gets
always
lucky.
stay that way.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that I think Coach said this at one time, but like to win an event in this
You get
game,
lucky.
you need a bit of luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the luck thing is a big thing, honestly, because the way you have to look at it is 16 teams. If every team like even had the same chance of winning, your chance of winning is 7%. And even if you are like considerably a favorite, the best odds you can probably have is like 30 to 40. If you're like the best team in the world and you're like assuming you're 80% to 90% favorite, you still like a lot of things still need to go your way in the days, the moments, and everything. So I mean, yeah, at least that's how I think of it. And then Coach obviously says the luck thing, so I believe it a little bit. But yeah, obviously we're talking about MIBR. Okay, they're a super team. So what do you guys think about Zekin, Aspas, Mizzino, Tex, and Verno IGLing? Any like thoughts on that? You guys all look at Tim. And don't put it all on the young guy.
first
Like
of all, it seems
I
He's
see.
been first every time. I can go first if he gets one. but-
No, the host is
I really
not.
think-
The
I really
host is
think
just
Tim
doing the
was-
host's job, and
I
I see
really-
one guy. I'm like a teacher, we're giving participation
Yeah.
awards, and I see one student talking a
Tim,
little bit
he
more.
always
Okay,
seems
go.
like he's ready to answer
He
a question.
does.
So
He does a
You
great
go
Take it away,
ahead.
take it away.
You got first.
take it away, bro. I feel like you got it.
I mean, I look-y forgot the question already.
MIBR.
The roster. I was just talking
We-
about it.
we kinda
We're
sidetracked.
just kind of rambling in circles about the super
We
team.
should get on to
yeah,
MIBR.
yeah. What do you guys think? Zekin playing in a different role. Aspas, Mizzino, Tex. That's like a Lev kind of reunion from 2024.
Yeah, a little
Just giving you guys topics to think about. Verno IGLing. This is gonna be his first full year IGLing.
I feel like he played pretty decent. Like MIBR played pretty decent at champs. Like they got a good flow. I mean, Aspas was playing out of his mind.
Aspas
And like you add Zekin on top of that, I don't know how he's gonna pan out in a different role. I feel like he's like before he's played Flex. Was it Flex or Scan?
Initiated, it was Scan.
It was just Sova.
Yeah, it was Sova. Okay.
Like Sova raised, and then he went to duelist full time.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he's pretty flexible in that sense. So like, I don't see his role being an issue whatsoever. So like, I just feel like they're gonna mesh pretty well. And like, those type of teams often like do really good in the first event, and then it's like more long term that like issues started like egos, for example.
Yeah.
I don't.
So like
I don't-
Vitality this year. I'll say
Yeah, like similar to that. I feel like they could have a similar like path
Yeah.
where like they do super good in the beginning, and then after that, like some issues start like brewing, and
Coming
then
up,
Yeah.
you fall
Yeah.
down. a
Gotcha.
little
Makes
bit.
sense.
All stuff is pretty unknown for sure, but
Yeah.
on paper, at first glance, like Aspas, Zekin on one team plus the other three, like Mizzino, Tex, and Verno. I mean, they all individually have firepower as well. So I mean, on paper, it looks great. Once you start thinking about all the other things, then it starts to get more unknown. So that's why like people like just leave it at that. Just super team on paper with mechanics, but then they don't look. People don't want to look past that because it's really just unknown. No one really knows. So
Yeah, you're just kind of. I mean, that's what we're doing here. We're just like shooting the shit. Like, no, we don't know shit, and we're just gonna be talking about random stuff. Yeah. So,
I mean, yeah, I agree. I think it is a big question mark, that roster, but they do have names that are scary. Like they have, like everyone's mentioning, Zek and Aspas. They really strong individual players. I think it'll definitely take time for them to mesh and like figure out their roles and figure out what. I think there's a good chance they might do some role changes mid-year. Like people might swap. There's a good chance of that. But we'll see. It's gonna be interesting to see how they first come out with like the roles that they are playing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we are saying second controller because I think that's what I've heard, and like that's what
that is the rumor.
Yeah, the rumor. But honestly, you can lean double duelist and say fuck it, bro.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to go like this one set route. But yeah,
they do plan Bs.
Yeah, they got plan B, plan C, so it should be interesting. And then obviously I'll just talk about it real quick. Energy Kiko for Sam.
Yep.
Any thoughts? They're just a good move, right?
Yeah, it's pretty decent. I don't know that much about him, like the type of player he is, but I feel like he was pretty good in U. So
yeah, I heard like he's like #1 statistical player in like one of the stages or something. Like he was just very dominant in Europe, from what I've heard. I mean, wouldn't you want that to be the replacement for one of your top players, regardless? Like I feel like if you were to replace like someone to fill in Sam's shoes, you want it to be a player like that. So I think I think that's just a great replacement to have. Yeah.
I think Kiko, his first year, last year, he definitely was like obviously not as good. And then this year he had like one of the best like improvements I've seen from a player. Like he legit like he had these flashes last year, and then this year it's like the flash was always on. Like you were getting perma blinded. So it was just really good. And I think the only thing missing would be like leadership. I don't know how Kiko is, but he's British, so should be good. Honestly, he's got good leadership. So all right, how do you guys feel about the locations for VCT 2026? Do we know them?
It's Santiago. Then
what's the second place?
I have no idea.
I find the second place.
I'll give you guys a hint. You get stabbed there.
Okay, so it's London.
He got it instantly.
That's so good.
Santiago, London, and then Shanghai.
Shanghai,
yeah.
Shanghai.
I feel like putting your champs in Shanghai is definitely elite. I think like the Masters Shanghai, like you do like peak numbers and like stadium.
I mean, it's because I was there. I mean, it's not like people wanted to watch.
I feel like putting your champs there is definitely like smart from Riot to do. Like their fans there are like pretty insane. Like watching the event was really incredible. But I don't really know too much about Santiago and London. But I mean, if the Masters are there, I want to go to them and I want to experience those places. So
yeah, I mean, I'll say the same thing. I think Santiago is gonna be insane and definitely a unique country that you wouldn't normally like go to, like first, versus like a lot of other countries. So it's gonna be just insane to be there. Because like I went to Istanbul and like that wasn't on my bucket list like to go to, and it was just like a totally different experience and it was like unique and it like sticks out, especially with, I'm gonna be honest, all the cats there. It was just like wonderful. So I mean, yeah, I think Santiago is just gonna be like a unique experience that if you go blind into, it's just gonna be like wonderful. And I mean, I love food, so it's gonna be good. You guys, London? Are you excited? British? No one, no London.
I mean,
okay,
I've never been to EU, but like
I've been to London. It is a good city, honestly. I like the museums and stuff. They steal a lot of stuff, so the artwork is filled up.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's not my favorite place. It's like, for what I've heard, it's like super. The rain everywhere and it's gray all the time. Like that's not my favorite city. But
we don't.
First impressions are not great, obviously, but it's an
We
international. We have to go regardless.
We're London lovers.
Wow.
If we win there,
so we're gonna basically fans. We're making Masters 1 and champs, not Masters 2. Not feeling London.
If we win London, then it's our favorite place of all time. So
I agree.
Also, I will say, just because we're talking about like 2026 VCT, do you guys know what they're doing in China with their regional?
Talk about like the playoffs?
No, well, yeah, like, okay, basically they're going to be traveling to different cities during, I think, regular season or playoffs, and they have like 5 venues, and they're doing like basically, think of it like football or basketball, when you go to like a different arena or
city.
Yeah, they're going to be doing like that.
That's fire.
That is,
that's going to be really cool.
That's insane. I think it's because Valorant is just like so popular there that they expect to like be able to sell out and then do stuff like that. And I think it's just crazy. I don't know how you will feel as a player, because obviously esports players, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like LeBron James health. Like I'll get sick on the road trip. So I mean, it should be interesting, but definitely a unique concept. And hopefully they do it in America. It's kind of hard to do it, but maybe one day. One day if it was actually really that popular, it'd be nice. But obviously China's just on a different level, and I just wanted to add that because we're talking about Shanghai, and just cool. So Sean, we were already in Shanghai for Masters 2024. Are you excited to go back there?
Yeah, I really loved being there. To be honest, when I was there the first time. It was a lot of fun. I love China. I'm a big China fan.
I love China.
I love China.
Is that your favorite place you've been to?
It's
Like
probably one of my favorite internationals I've been to be honest.
Love to hear that. Love to hear that.
Fond memories of the Hadi Laos that we went to.
Yeah, I mean, I got you on game. Don't worry, hot pot.
Yeah.
Have you guys had hot pot?
I have
a couple times.
Yeah, a couple times.
Couple times. Good.
Good. Very
Was it
good.
legendary over there?
Well, yeah, so it's like the.
Well, there's this thing there. We had the funny thing was in here Hadi Lao that's near us. We wouldn't have like these smoothie. There's like these sweet smoothie drinks or something like that. It's like fruit drinks.
Okay.
There was a certain player that we had on our team that would always get them when we went to Shanghai because they didn't have them here. Like you can get them now, but like before you weren't able to get them like all the time.
Okay.
But it was like it was delicious to be honest, bro.
But yeah, no, Haidi Lao is like a staple. Like or not Haidi Lao, sorry, the hot pot is a staple in like China. It's like a yeah. I mean, I don't even know what we have like as an like what would be an equivalent of that.
I don't know.
Like, is there any equivalent?
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I was hoping the editors would help me out here.
Going back to
yeah.
How did you like Shanghai?
Oh yeah, no, I loved it. Honestly, I mean, yeah, like you said, I love China, and honestly, any
look into the camera and see.
I love China. Any like Asian country, I feel like I'd just be super excited to go to, and it'd be like fun to see the culture and everything. And you know, I've been to Japan, Korea, and then I think China will be like the next country that I would want to go to as like a vacation even. So, you know, going there for champs would be amazing, and then extending it longer. I always think like that. Whatever the last like champs, wherever it is, I want to be a place where I can extend my stay. Yeah. Like, you know, imagine you're there, you win, and then you just spend like 3 weeks traveling China. Just insane. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything like that we didn't do. I would honestly want to like check out more like, you know, stuff just in general, whatever there is. Cause like we didn't really explore the city too much. We were just in our little bubble. So we'll be fun exploring it with Jordan and Tim when we make it there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The confidence.
Yeah, I got you. That wraps up this episode of Instalocked. We're super excited for the season to start, and we hope you guys are too. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. And see you guys next time. Bye.